Michael Mike's Bags. Today I'm reviewing Rebirth by Man Bags. Let's go and dive in, break these bags down. As always, we'll start with the materials. Slow side. This is the same material that you find on the slow side of the all cornhole, all slides. It's the fast side of the slide rights. Same materials on the slow side of the Lucky Pro Snipers, but this is, it's flipped over. So this is actually the front side of that material. The Pro Sniper uses the back side. I call it about a 7 speed. It starts at a 7 when it's new. It stays about a 7. As this material breaks down, wears in, as you play over time, it'll slow down a little bit, get down to like a 6, 6.5 speed. So somewhere between a 6 and a 7 for the slow side. It's still very hole friendly. It's got some control to it. It's a wonderful material if you like to just get up there and run bags in the hole. This is what I like to do in a bag like this. It's a great speed for me because it's just perfect to where I can run bags in the hole. I have enough control to throw a little blocker if I need to every now and then, but it still drips in the hole really well. So 6 to 7 speed on the slow side. Fast side. This is the same material that Man uses on the fast side of the D20. It's the same fast side that's on the B3 Ranger Fatal Coyote. It's the same fast side that's on the BG Witcher, the Big Mac bags, whatever, the Cornhole Coastal Fear and Creatures. It's becoming a very popular material. It's similar in playability to that Pro Sniper Viper fast side. Not quite the same material. It still plays about a 9 speed. I like this a little better because it's softer, it's got a better feel to it. 9 speed, it's fast, it's great for slide boarding conditions, pushing through any blocks, collecting backs, blowing up piles. Wonderful 9 speed material. So about a 6 to 7 slow, 9 to in the fast for speeds on these Rebirth bags. Template wise, I'm gonna call it a medium template bag. It's a medium template bag, medium amount of fill. Because the bags, the materials are kind of a looser, more pliable material, it does have a decent amount of flop to it. But honestly, for a bag with these speeds, I actually like the flop. It gives the bag a ton of forgiveness around the hole, a ton of forgiveness on the landing. The bag for the fill, it has 100% bead fill, all round fill here, which if you watch my reviews, you follow me at all, you know I love a bead fill. To me, the bead fill is the most hole friendliest of all the fills out there. And I love the way it is in this bag. And because the bag has flop to it, it takes away a lot of the negatives. And so one of the big knocks on bead fills, it has a ton of balance. It causes the bags to kick. It's really tough to control and landing. But because you've got a floppier bag and you've got a faster, slow side material, it's not really grabbing the board that much, this bag doesn't really have a ton of kick to it. In fact, I would almost call it no kick whatsoever. I mean, maybe there's a touch there if you don't land perfectly. And if you land it with a really harsh angle to it, you're going to get some movement on there. Any bag will do that. But it's very forgiving landing because of the flop. And around the hole, because of that flop, you're just getting a corner to grab. And that corner just grabs. It's going to spin around and just drip this bag right back in. You're not going to have an issue with bags hanging on the hole. And the flop gives that bag that larger than normal landing zone. So it's very forgiving. If you're missing your mark left or right or whatsoever, you've got a lot of forgiveness. That bag's going to make up for a lot of your mistakes. So I love the fill that Man Bags is putting this bag. A lot of times, when companies design a faster bag like this, they put that flat fill in there because players love the feel of the flat fill, but the performance of this round fill is just so much better. I love that Man Bags went this direction. You don't get a lot of bags like this that have a round fill to it. So I love the way it plays. These bags are ACO stamps. If you're playing ACOs, you can throw the Rebirth. Let's go and jump in, talk about playability a little more on these bags. And for me, it's really, in my mind, this is a bag designed for running the hole. That's what it's made for. That's what it does best. You get up there, you're throwing your 4 bags, you're outscoring your opponent, you're getting your 12 points, and you're just outlasting them. You do have some control with slow side that you can throw a blocker if you need to every now and then. The bag doesn't make a great blocker because it's not sticky. So if a bag's up, there's a blocker, it's really easy to push through. It's not going to cause a lot of bags to kick or deflect off like a stickier, slower side would have to it. But it's still a good visual obstacle if you want to put a blocker up there. Usually I'm putting blockers bag, I'm putting them up there kind of right at the hole, like a level 1 or so, or hanging in the hole. Just there as a visual thing that maybe your opponent just sees it and tries to do something different, tries to get cute, maybe tries to airmail over and misses. You can make them make a mistake. But it's not a hard bag to collect as well because it does a really good job. You got enough speed, slow side, you're clipping a corner, you can take them in, just get the bags going, they're going to drip in. So if you do throw a blocker up there, not hard to collect. You can even throw a lower block if you want. You've got enough speed of this fast side to push you and ride that bag all the way up. Multiple bags up there with the speed of the fast side, you can push through and take them in. The bags to flop, the bags fold up nicely, so you're not getting any clogging on the hole or bunching up around the hole. They're gonna melt in. If you got multiple 2 or 3 bags going in, they'll still melt in, no problem whatsoever. So I love the way these bags play around the hole. Like I said, I don't really recall having any issues with bags hanging. And if you do get a bag up there that kind of stops and hangs on the hole, it doesn't take much. Usually the next bag just coming in, hitting it is going to drop it in. You don't really have to get too aggressive going after it. But if you need to, because of this bead fill in here, the bag does have some movement to it that you can come across and throw a little bit of a cut. This bag will make some subtle cuts to it. It's not making those harsh, aggressive cuts like you get with a stickier, fuller bag that has a bead fill like that. You're not getting those really, really harsh cuts, but you can still cut this bag. If you roll or flop bags, you can do that. Like this bag really with the bead fill, it has enough movement, enough kind of balance and activity to it on the landing that you can do the shot shaping. So if you're average to advanced, you can do that. If you're learning to do them, it's not the best bag to learn on because, this faster material is not easy. If you're learning, you want a stickier, slow slide, you really grab that bag to make it get those cuts or cause the bag to hop up for those rolls or flops whatsoever. But if you're average to advanced in the skill levels, you can definitely do that. So I love the fact this bag, even though it's a faster bag, maybe a whole running bag for me, you still have the ability to shape your shots, those cuts, rolls, and flops. It gives you options. So if you're playing against an opponent who throws blockers, plays a dirty style game, you don't have to just push through or airmail over. You can kind of sneak around their bag. And this bag is actually pretty good at get-arounds. It's good at get-arounds. It's also really good at squeezing through tight spaces. So if you have, your opponent has multiple bags up there, you can put it in the middle, and the bag almost folds up and will sneak through their bags up there as opposed to, clogging up, breaks it a bunch up. So it does a great job for that. If they throw blockers up there, you're stepping out. I like to almost aim at their bag, right? Bully their bag out of the way, and this bag will just sneak around, grab the hole, and drip in for you. So you do have options to get your bag in the hole and leave your opponent's blockers and really make them work to get theirs. I love when bags give you that. If I was throwing a faster bag, this is a bag like this is probably what I'm going for. I love the speeds. I love the slow side material for a fast bag for me. I don't tend to go a lot faster on my fast bags because I tend to throw more of a normal or harder throw. And if I go too faster, then the bag I lose control of these, start flying off the back. With this bag, even though you get speed here, I feel like I still have enough control so I can have the confidence to throw this back and not be fearful of it just shooting off the back of the board. It's also a good bag that if you play on slower boards, maybe you throw a slower bag, a 5-speed slow side bag. That's your mid speed. That's what you like to throw. But you get boards that are just too slow. A bag that you can pull out and still play it like you would your 5-speed bag on those slower boards. So it's a nice bag to have in your backpack to kind of supplement for certain board conditions as well, even if you're not a fast bag thrower. So if you haven't thrown a fast bag, if you are looking at trying out a fast bag, I do recommend there's Rebirths. I think they're great. They're great for what they do. Like I said, I just love the way they drip around the hole. I love the fill that Man Bags is using them. If you're not a bead fill fan, maybe not the best bag for you, but I would challenge you to give them a try. I think you throw these, you might change your mind on what you think about on bead fill. So anyway, highly recommend checking out Rebirths. Leads me into availability. Man Bags has a website. It's manbags.com. It's MANNBAGS, manbags.com. As always, link down description for you guys. The bags, these Rebirths were $65 for a set. It was $10.60 shipping. So $75.60 shipped to you. Phenomenal price for an ACO stamp bag. It's well worth it if you want to take a chance on a bag. Maybe this bag intrigues you, but you never thrown a bag like this, but you're kind of interested in it. For $75, it's worth the investment to go give it a try. You're not forking over 130, 140, or 50 bucks for a set of bags. I think you're gonna enjoy it. You're getting quality bags. You're getting your money's worth out of it. So I definitely recommend checking those out. If you've thrown these Rebirth bags, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What you like, what you don't like. Drop a comment down below. As always, I love hearing your guys' opinion on these bags. I thank you so much for your support, and I thank you for watching.